Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Ty Lord, and I am finally back with more Let's Play Project Ascension. This is my quote-unquote Rutherford's Challenge, episode 3, and right off the bat, I'm getting started with pretty much where I left off in the last episode. However, at the very beginning of this episode, with this specific tune, Silly Champ does not quite go exactly as I expected it to be, and there you see, we basically get one shot by level 15 Elder Cragboar. I checked the death recap. Fierce Blow, 2 melee attacks right in a row. It's just, he one-shots me. I have a little under 500 health, and it's just gone instantly. So rest in peace to Silly Champ 1, but now we are on to Silly Champ 2, Silly Champ the Junior. And, I won't spoil it for the rest of this episode, but this is my starting abilities for this tune. Gouge is the first one. Lightning Bolt, so off to a pretty good start. Victory Rush, which isn't terrible. And Righteous Fury, I believe, is the last one. Now, they kind of changed around Righteous Fury. I'm not sure if they changed this around in Wrath of the Lich King, because this is a 3.5 client, or if Project Ascension themselves changed it. But they made Righteous Fury into sort of a stance, rather than just an ability that you toggle on and off, which I guess is technically what a stance is. But they changed the ability around a little bit. You get increased armor, but your damage output is reduced by about 10%, and you also gain spell damage. I think you gain 10% spell damage based on your stamina. So 10% of your stamina now becomes spell damage. I was testing it out because my new main spammable ability is Lightning Bolt, an actual good ability rather than what I got last time, which I don't even think was anything. I think it was just like a melee. I was doing basic melee attacks. I was testing it out, but because you get a 10% damage reduction, even though you gain all that extra spell power through Righteous Fury, it was still better at this lower level to have Righteous Fury off rather than have it on. At this point, I'm trying to kill some trolls. We hit level 10. We get Stoneclaw Totem. You can see here I'm not grouped up with any other players, but I am killing these trolls alongside 2 other players. They were doing the Survivalist Challenge, which is essentially what the Ironman Challenge is, except you can group up with other Survivalists. But we are sharing the mobs, and now I'm level 11. I'm heading through the Cold Ridge Pass. We are leaving the starting zone for Dwarves and Gnomes for the second time, and we are heading to Keranos. We can turn some quests in. I don't think I get to level 12 yet, but I will get there soon. We are going to head over and do a little cooking. I thought I'd cut this out, but I didn't cut this part out. My bad, guys. You guys get to watch me train up some cooking. We pick up some quests. We head over to Steel Grill's Depot. We pick up more quests, and here we are killing Black Bears again, Cragboars again, the same exact mobs as in the last video. That's why I'm speeding this up so much faster than having it play out at one-time speed, because you've already seen me kill all these mobs and do these quests on the first Silly Champ. So we hit 12. When we hit 12, we got Shield of Righteousness, which is another Paladin ability, which requires a shield to use, so it's absolutely useless for me. So here we are killing some young Wendigos for their mains, Wendigos and young Wendigos. And because I can just spam Lightning Bolt, you think, hey, this shouldn't be too hard for me to do. But it turns out I start this encounter at 60% health. I'm killing a young Wendigo. There's one miss. I gouge him, run away. There's a second miss, and there's the third miss. And I die on Silly Champ 2, Silly Champ Junior. So that's my second tune taken out. So we are on to Silly Champ 3 now. We start off with Aspect of the Monkey, Lightning Shield. We got Wrath, and we got a Healing Wave. So this is our third tune now, doing the Nightmare Ironman Rutherford Challenge, where I can only take the very first ability given to me. And honestly, this starting set of abilities is probably the best I've gotten out of the 3. I have a heal and a spammable ability in Wrath, which is actually, I've noticed this as playing along and questing and leveling on this tune. In the starting zone, Wrath is so much better than Lightning Bolt. You'd think they'd be about roughly the same, right? But Wrath just has more damage. It's just slightly more damage, and it makes it much easier to kill mobs, kill them much faster than Lightning Bolt. It only takes about 3 casts rather than 4, sometimes 5 with Lightning Bolt. And also I have Lightning Shield, so when a mob gets into melee range and they hit me, for melee damage. They take even more damage because of lightning shield. So we're going to turn this quest in, the troll cave. We kill all the trolls and we hit level 10, ding. And our very first next ability is teleport Moonglade, the best ability in the game. We did it. This is going to tip the scales. This is going to take this starting set of abilities to the next level. Teleport Moonglade. Whenever I'm in a sticky situation and I need to get out of there, boom, teleport Moonglade. And then I'll just have to hope my Hearthstone is on cooldown to get back to wherever I'm going. So we're picking up quests again for the third time from Steel Grill's Depot. We're killing young black bears. We're killing crag boars. We're making sure to never again let boars hit us when they have their little charge buff on, because that's what deals more damage. We turn in the Rhapsody, I think it's the Rhapsody beer-basted boar ribs, and we hit 12 and get a good ability this time, a legend, or an epic, I should say, not a legendary, an epic ability, polymorph. So humanoids and beasts, and I think one other thing, maybe critters, which it doesn't really matter if we polymorph critters because they can't hit us and attack us, but humanoids and critters, beasts and humanoids, excuse me, we can polymorph now. So a little bit of CC, a little bit of crowd control, and I can actually take out these Wendigos much easier and faster with Wrath than Lightning Bolt. We turn in the ammo to Ramble Shot, I believe his name is. We are back to Keranos. We turn in more quests. We're going to hit level 14, and we get a new ability, Backstab. Oh my gosh, completely useless. We'll just have Backstab forever. We can't re-roll out of it. We're over here now, way out in the wild at Brunal Village. And we're doing the quest. We're basically caught up to where we were on our very first Silly Champ tune. So now we're killing a bunch of beasts. Ice Claw Bears, Elder Crag Boars, and Snow Leopards. You have to be careful with the Ice Claw Bears because they do have a magical ability that deals ice, or frost damage, I should say. But I don't think we get particularly close to dying here. And we're about to hit 16, so we are now surpassing where Silly Champ 1 died. We hit 16, we get Regrowth, another healing ability, a pretty good ability to get. No complaints from me. You're not going to see me complain about nothing with this tune so far. I can't remember how far I get on this tune, but I did play him quite a bit. So that's why you're seeing a lot of this footage is being sped up, because I want to get through a lot of it for this episode. So the last quest we're doing here at Gnomrigan, we need to collect 8 cogs and 8 gears, and all we have to do is spam kill these leper gnomes, and we do. And all these leper gnomes do are melee attacks. They don't have any special abilities, so they're kind of easy. They're kind of pushovers. We're gonna hit, I believe it's 17 here pretty shortly. It might be here, or it might, yeah, it is just right here, or it might be when I turn this quest in. But once I finish killing all these leper gnomes, and we go back and turn this quest in, we might hit, I can't remember if we're going to hit 18 or not. I actually don't think so. But we're finished with this quest, so let's go back and turn it in all the way back at Steel Grill's Depot is where we are turning this quest in. And we level Ding Dong to level 18. The first ability we can pick and choose is Conjure Water. So, not really a great ability. Not terrible, since I am going to be a caster primarily for this build with Wrath Spam and healing myself with Regrowth and Healing Wave. But let's go ahead and empty our bags real quick. There are still a few more quests I'm going to be doing in Dunmoreau before I head on up to Ironforge, and from there we're going to head to, I believe, Stormwind, and once we get to level 20, I think I'm going to end off this episode at 20, and we will then head to Duskwood for the next episode, Darkshear in Duskwood, one of my favorite zones to quest in. Not just as an alliance, but just period. I just love the vibes. The quests are easy to do. I've done it so many times. You would think I'd get bored of it, but that's not quite the case. So I'm picking up all these class quests. You might be thinking, well, why are you doing that? Well, when we do head to Ironforge eventually, we will have all these extra quests to turn in for the experience. So now I'm up at Shimmer Ridge. We need to collect 6 Simmerweeds, and oh my goodness, the Frostmane Headhunters. You gotta be careful. I don't know what abilities they have, but he just did a couple of quick melee strikes on me, got me down real low. You do have to be careful with the Seers, but luckily we don't actually aggro any of this big group here, and we can pretty much just 3-shot most of these mobs with Wrath spam, and a lot of the talents, I don't know if you guys can quite see what talents I'm putting into because I'm speeding up this video so fast, but a lot of the first few talents I'm putting in are all in the, obviously, the Druid caster tree to buff up Wrath. So mostly all of the talents are to increase Wrath's, it's not to increase Wrath's damage, it's to increase Wrath's critical strike chance. So now, right now, my critical strike chance for Wrath is effectively around 20%. It does get higher by the end of this video and in the next episode because I am dumping points into spell critical strike chance, and the specific talents for Wrath are spell critical strike chance as well. So now we're heading back to, I think it's Brunel or Brunel Village, the little tiny encampment. It's not even quite a village. I don't know why they call it a village, because it's just like a couple dudes standing around. Brunel Village. They're brewing all at this village. So we have a couple quests to turn in there, and we did hit level 19, so we are enclosing on that elusive level 20. And I actually don't even show it. I just cut straight away to Stormwind. I turned in all the quests at Ironforge. I forgot I did that. And we turn in this quest, and we're level 20, and we get Ghostly Strike. And now I'm running out of time, big time. So let me just say, thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. We are going to head to Duskwood, Darkshear, like I said before. And yeah, just stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. As always, until next time, I hope y'all stay classy. And peace out.